Okay, Mr. Pink, you have two options. One, you may either take an oath on the Bible or an affirmation. What would you prefer?
Affirmation, please.
Okay, could I ask you to raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly and sincerely affirm that the evidence you shall give touching on the matters now before the authority shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Now, I have a copy of the brief you filed in front of me. You've got a copy as well in front of you. Have you read through it?
I have.
Are there any changes or corrections to make to your brief?
No.
So everything in there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge and belief. It's still the evidence you wish to give to me today?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's now sworn evidence and it'll come in on the report. So you're 40 years old, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And you're a solo dad, I see.
Yes.
How many children have you got?
I've got 3, 2, 5 and 9.
So at the time of your dismissal, you were working for Ms. Edie Cabot, is that right?
Yes, I just started work on a shop fit out. It was for a new diamond store.
And when did you start working for Ms. Cabot?
17th of June 2013.
Now, in the statement of problem, you say on the first day you worked for Ms. Cabot, she spoke to you in the afternoon. Can you tell me what you talked about?
Yeah, Miss Cabot came to me and said that she wanted to speak to me. She took me outside. She said some diamonds were missing from the store. She said that someone had seen me take them. She asked me what I had to say to that. I told her that I'd been with Winston White. He's a workmate of mine.
And what did Ms. Cabot say to you about that?
She told me to take my stuff and go. She said, just get out.
She just told you to leave, did she?
She said something about not being able to trust me anymore.
So she told you she couldn't trust you anymore. Did you understand what she meant by that?
No.
Did she give you an opportunity to speak to her further about that?
No, she just told me to go.
So you didn't tell her what you thought about the allegation she couldn't trust you?
No, she didn't give me any chance, and to be honest, I was too upset about it to really say much anyway.
Did you know that her concern was about some missing diamonds?
She said someone had seen me take them.
Did she tell you who that person was?
No.
Did you tell her you didn't take them?
I didn't say it in so many words because I was really upset and shocked, but I said that I'd been with Winston all the time.
Had you worked for Ms. Cabot before?
No, that was my first day.
Now, in your brief of evidence, you say you signed an employment agreement, but you didn't have a copy of it. I understand Ms. Cabot has a copy of your agreement and you've seen it, is that right?
Yes.
And is this copy like the one you signed?
Yes, it looks like it.
Now, you've got your own copy there of the employment agreement. I just want you to have a look at clause 24. Now, that clause of your employment agreement lists theft as an instance of serious misconduct, the penalty for which may be dismissal. Can you see that?
Yes.
Now, were the terms of your employment agreement referred to in your meeting with Ms. Cabot?
No.
Well, tell me what you've done since your dismissal work-wise.
I've tried to get some jobs, but I haven't managed to get any yet.
Have you got any evidence of those jobs that you applied for?
No, not with me.
Let's go back to the events immediately before your dismissal. What did you think Ms. Cabot was coming to see you about during the smoko break?
I didn't know until she started to talk to me.
And when she started to talk to you, what did you think?
It doesn't sound good. She said that there were some diamonds missing, and yeah, it didn't sound good.
Was there anyone else around at the time?
Yeah, the rest of the group was there.
Could they hear?
Yes.
Did Ms. Cabot walk away with you to have this conversation?
Yes, she took me outside.
Could the others hear you at that point?
No.
Before your dismissal, were you given a chance to have a representative present?
No.
Before your dismissal, did Ms. Cabot warn you dismissal might be an outcome of this process?
No.
In her statement, Ms. Cabot noted that you left for 15 minutes before the smoko. Can you talk me through why you left and where you went?
I went to get a can of V.
Where'd you get your can of V?
Oh, down the road, down the shop.
Okay, all right, well, thank you. If you could just remain there, Ms Cabo's representative may have some more questions for you.
Okay.
You say in your evidence that you were with Mr White at the site all through the day. However, you've just said to the member in reply to her question that you left the site to go down the road to buy a can of V. Was Mr White with you at that time?
No, he wasn't.
Were there other times you left Mr White during the day?
No, only at that time.
Okay. So when you told Ms Cabo you were with Mr White all day, that was wrong, wasn't it?
Yes.
Thank you, nothing more.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions and re-examination from Mr Pink's representative? All right, thank you.